I'm already in my alarms function block, program block here. So first of all, let's just start setting up the structure of an alarm, okay? So what do we know we need to do? Well, we're going to be setting a couple of bits. So let's come over here and let's get our set right here. Drag that set output in, and we're going to set, I'm going to copy that and paste it because we're going to set two things. And if it'll let me, Control C, Control V, there we go. And the first thing we're going to work with is our oil low flow. So we've got oil low flow alarm, and we've got oil low flow notify. All right, so when are we going to set these two things? Well, we're going to set these on a one-shot after a timer. So let's pull in a positive trigger and give it OS1 as a temporary value. That's going to be not a temporary value, sorry, a local static value. And will it let me, you know what, it still just will not let me jump in here and create a bunch of statics. Oh, I hate that. Okay, so not a big deal. We're going to energize that one shot with a timer. So let's come in here to timer and drag that in here. Very good. And what's going to start this timer timing? Well, again, we're looking at oil. Oh, look, I've got oil low flow and oil high flow. So let's go ahead and get one or the other. This is going to be oil low flow notify. Okay, so we're working with oil low flow alarm. Got it. And while I'm commenting things, let's go back to my ladder. Did I remember to comment my last thing? I didn't. So let's go ahead and comment that. So that's e-stop alarm, and my sixth one is brake fail. Yeah, okay, I'm good on that. And yeah, we're going to start with oil low flow. Perfect. Okay, so we know we've got a timer, and we're looking for a set point on that timer. So we're going to have to do our silly, bringing in the set point and all of that junk. But for now, let's go ahead and get our conditions for this timer. So one thing that we know we don't want is alarm reset. And we're going to need an AND because we've got several different conditions here. I know we want to make sure that we don't have the alarm reset. So let's plug alarm in there, and then let's negate that condition. We know we want low flow to be below a set point. So we need a comparator, and we're looking for a less than. Let's bring that over here. So what are we looking for? We're looking for oil flow to be less than, and that's going to be the oil low flow set point. All right, and there were a couple of other things, and I'm just going to cheat and look back here. We were looking for the VFD to be energized and the brake to be de-energized. Easy. So on our AND, let's give ourselves a couple more conditions, and we want the brake control to be de-energized, and we want the oil pump VFD out, energize out, to be energized. So when all four of those things are true, then we're going to energize our timer, and now we need to work on translating that value. So the first thing we need is a multiply block. So let's come over here and scroll down to math. We want our multiply block, so let's bring that up here. And then we're going to need a move block to put that value where we want it and kind of do a conversion into time. So let's put that move block here. Okay, so we want our oil low flow, where is it? Oil low flow delay set point. We want that, and we want to multiply that by 1,000, and we want this to always be true. And we're going to output that to, and I'll in here do things a little different. I'll just say TI1 for temporary int. Right click, define tag, local temp int, good. Copy it, paste it right into here, and the output is going to be TT1, temporary time. Define tag and call it time. Copy that, paste that right over here into the time preset, and there we go. We've got a way to set the time delay, and we've also got a way to set our 2 alarm bits. Now we just need a way to reset our 2 alarm bits. So we want to come up here in our bit logic, and we want to get our reset. And let's drop 1 reset here and grab another reset and bring that down here. Okay, so what are we resetting? We are resetting our oil low flow alarm and our oil low flow notify, if it'll let me select it. Good. Okay, and what is going to reset these? Well, the notify is going to be real simple. That's going to be on a, I could put that on a trigger, and that would be better programming, but for time's sake, I'm not. I'm just going to make it very simple, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to attach that right to alarm reset, or I'm sorry, alarm silence. So alarm silence will reset the notify, and actually I need to put an OR in there, so let's bring this OR down here and drop it in the middle. Alarm silence or alarm reset. So either one of those will reset the notify. And to reset the low flow alarm, that is just one thing, and that's going to be alarm reset. Okay. And alarm reset, if we do reset the alarm prematurely, we'll break the continuity up here, reset this trigger, and we'll get our alarms back anyway. Okay, so just like that, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've got our first alarm all set up. This thing's ready to go. So let's come up here to network 1, and I'm just going to copy that and paste it. Network 2, and what was our second alarm? Second alarm is overcurrent. Okay, so coming into here, we've got our multiply block for overcurrent. We're looking for the delay set point, multiply by 1,000, and we're going to save that to TI2, which we're going to define as a local int, Control C, Control V. Okay, we've got our TI2, and we're going to move that to TT2, temporary time 2, define, local time, good. And for our timer, let's just go ahead and do this the easy way. I'm just going to change that to an 8, give it a data. Okay, done. Come down here, that's our TT2. Our screen's jumping up and down because it just wouldn't be TIA portal if it didn't do that. And okay, what are we looking for overcurrent? We're not looking for this AND block to be there, so let's delete that. And all we are looking for is for current to be higher than our overcurrent set point. There, that's our only condition. To come in here, we need OS2, which we will define as a local static bool, done. And we're going to be setting our overcurrent alarm and our overcurrent notify. Down here we will be resetting our overcurrent alarm and our overcurrent notify with alarm silence and alarm reset. And let's go ahead and call this what it is. It's our overcurrent alarm. Done. Number 3, we're going to do high oil temp. So high oil temp alarm, good. And we're looking for our high oil temp delay set point, which we're going to save to TI3, which we will define as a local temp int, copy and pasting into here, where it will be translated into TT3, which will be a local temp time, which we will come down here to our timer, which we will change the name of and give a new database to, and apply that TT3 accordingly. We are looking for our oil temp to be greater than, so let's change this to a greater than. And did we make a mistake on this up here? Let's see. Yes, for overcurrent, that needs to be a greater than. Okay, got it? Got to get your polarities right. So oil temp needs to be greater than. Let's make that high oil temp set point. Good. And we don't need this AND block in there, so let's delete that guy. And if oil temp is over the set point for the time delay, let's make this OS 4 or 3? OS 3. And that's going to be our local static. Bool, done. And high oil temp alarm, high oil temp notify, and same things down here. High oil temp alarm, high oil temp notify, and there we go. We've got another one of these things done. You know what? I'm going to delete some of these networks. So 4, I'm just going to delete 4 a couple of times because I would rather work off of 3. I think it's going to be faster. So, man, copy, paste. There we go, network 4. So what's next? Now we're going to look at, let's go for overspeed. So overspeed delay set point is going to go to TI4, which is our local int, copy and paste, translate it into a time value, which we will call TT4, define as time, and we will rename our timer from 9 to 10. Got it? And we'll bring our TT4 right into there. We're looking for our RPM and comparing that to our overspeed set point. We will trigger on OS4 our local static bool, and we're going to trigger our overspeed alarm, our overspeed notify, and we will reset the same. Do you see how easy PLC programming really is? I mean, is that starting to sink in yet? Because man, this is easy. And that's going to be our overspeed alarm. Got it. Number 5. Let's copy number 4 and paste that into number 5. And number 5, this is going to be our oil high flow. So high oil flow alarm. And what are we looking for? We're looking for oil high flow delay set point. There it is. Save that to TI5. Define it. Local int. Copy paste. TT5. Define it. Local time. We're breezing right through this stuff, man. We're breezing right through. Okay. Call this timer 11. Give it a database. Look at TT5 for the preset. We're looking for oil flow to be greater than oil high flow set point, OS5, define local static. We don't want that to be losing its value between scans. And, whoops, oil, that's oil high flow alarm and oil high flow notify. Same thing here. Oil high flow alarm, oil high flow notify, and Paul, you've done it again. Yes, I have. All right. Copy, paste for number 6. Number 6 is going to be our brake failure. Nobody likes a failed brake. And brake failure set point delay, TI6. Define the tag, local temp int, copy paste, TT6. Define time. Ooh, I accidentally made that 110. That was silly. Well, let's go ahead and make this one 11. Get it back on track. Copy that TT6. And now we're not looking for something to be greater than. Now we can delete this. And here we're looking for RPM to be greater than 0, but we also need an AND in here. So let's put an AND in there, and we also are looking for the brake to be energized. So if we're still spinning and the brake is energized for longer than this time, then yeah, we want to sound the alarm. Define that tag, that's our static. And brake failure alarm, brake failure notify, brake failure alarm, come on, and brake failure notify. Whoa, how did that get there? I swear. Brake out, okay. And last one should be our e-stop. So copy, paste, e-stop alarm, and that time stuff, we don't need that. That timer, we don't need that. That and, we don't need that. That greater than, we don't need that. What do we need? We need e-stop to be there and negated. And if it is, whoa, not e-stop, but e-stop alarm, e-stop notify, and our resets as well. Okay, and just like that, I think our function block alarms are done.